Good afternoon. It's January 23rd. I'm starting from a very different place. Well, not that different. It's 13th, which I've been on many times, but I was just mailing something in the post office there, convenience store, post office. So I thought I would vary what I normally do and start from there. So we go by Westminster United. I've been busy with publishing stuff this morning, and just the timing didn't work for me to get out like I normally do first thing in the morning. So I ended up saving my walk until now. And what I think I'm going to do is zigzag my way over to Elphinstone, go down, go across the bridge, walk along the creek on that side, and then either just go on home or to stretch it out a bit, I might go down Rotary Park all the way to Albert Street, all of which will mean nothing to you unless you happen to know where I am right now. Still Westminster United over here. My friend Rob Urson just gave a great recital there on Monday night, last Monday, a week ago. He's a composer and brilliant composer and terrific singer, and he did a recital of his own music for his 60th birthday, which has got me thinking when my 65th birthday comes along here, and maybe we'll go this way. This is the cathedral here, Holy Rosary Cathedral. When my 65th birthday comes along in a year and a half, I may do a recital too, although it wouldn't be music I wrote. Just a few of my favorite songs. I'm thinking I'll call it A Senior Moment with Edward Willett. Ed Willett sings as many of his favorite songs as he can remember the words to. That might be about what it is. Anyway, just a thought. We'll see what happens. Yes, Holy Rosary Cathedral. Built in 1910, I believe. Now, there used to be a way through here, but I don't know if there is at the moment or not. I guess it depends on how much they've cleared. Because I have certainly walked around the end of the building here before. Aha, I think I can. Bit of a mountain range to our left of cleared snow. You can see how everything's looking old and tired. We haven't had fresh snow for a while, so the snow starts to look disgruntled. Like, why am I still lying here? And of course, there's always more and more animal tracks and people tracks and everything else in it. Now, there should be a path right over there I can go along. That's kind of why I came this way. Come down the other side of the cathedral. Yes, there's a path that goes in behind this condo building here, which used to be a nunnery once upon a time. Cathedral nunnery. Now, if the gimbal would just quit wandering off and pointing off odd directions, that would be good. It's about -8 today. That's about 17 Fahrenheit, I guess. I think I did the math right. Kind of hazy. I mean, there's the sun trying to peek through, but not really quite making it. A couple of more warm days, and then it's supposed to be quite a bit colder again towards the end of the month and going into February. Double-digit below temperatures again. My walking will be sporadic for the next couple of weeks. One reason I wanted to make sure I did come out today. I didn't come out over the weekend. I should have, but I didn't. And I have a in and out medical thing at the hospital on Friday, which will tie me up that day, almost literally. And and there's some prep work for that. It's colonoscopy, so the prep work can keep you not wanting to leave the house. If you've ever had one, you'll know what I mean. So I'm not sure how much walking I'll get in the rest of the week. I do have to go downtown a couple of times, so I might do a couple of walks downtown. And that might be about it this week. And then the following week, I'm off to Seattle, and I'm not going to do any walking while I'm there. So Might be a bit sparse here walking in Regina until I get back. All that settles down again. At least I don't think I'll walk in Seattle. I suppose I could take the stuff with me if I have room. I'm only taking carry-on luggage. But I don't have to take a lot of books or anything. It's a publishing conference, but it's not about selling my own books. I'll have lots of business cards and that sort of thing. I'll be representing Sask Books, which is the Saskatchewan Publishers Association. And attending sessions and reporting back. There's 3 of us going from Sask Books. We had a board meeting today. It's one thing that kept me tied up this morning was a Zoom meeting. When I get back, I need to do some more writing because I'm meeting with the guy whose musical I'm writing, and I'd like to get a couple more scenes under my belt before I check in with him tomorrow. It's his story and his songs, and I am crafting a script, the book of the musical, as they say. Whether it ever gets produced or not, who knows? I sure hope it does. I might even end up directing it, or who knows, but that's still a long ways away. First, we got to get a script polished up and ready to go. We're going down this way again. I want to walk down Elphinstone. It's a turret. I like houses with turrets. Parking enforcement. That's an interesting house too. Obviously not what it looked like originally, but it has a kind of European look to it now. And a small yappy dog has already decided he doesn't like me. Somewhere over there. I don't know if he's inside or outside. Oh, there he is. Sitting in the front yard barking. It's not so cold that it's probably causing him too much discomfort. There he is. Little tiny guy. Or the size of a cat. A big cat. Oh, there's 2 of them. He wasn't looking at me. He's barking at something else. Here, I thought I was of more interest in that. I'll cross here if no one is coming. And oop, they aren't. Still don't want to go down and walk down Elphinstone though, so I'll carry on down to college up here. Maybe even go on down and get up on the dike. Could do that, I guess. And going down, but go on through Rotary Park and back kind of the long way just to stretch this out a bit more. Otherwise, it may be a bit short. Because it's only been, what? Less than 10 minutes so far. Oh, hi, Kenton. Thank you. It was very sunny and beautiful on Friday's walk, and today it's kind of gray and midwinter grunge. It sounds like a fashion statement, but it's not. I guess if I want to keep it a little longer, I should go over to Elphinstone and go down that way before I get on the dike. It's more interesting to go this way, so I think I'll just go straight ahead here. Then I'll have another decision to make once I'm actually on the dike. What are they doing over there? There's some equipment one block over. Maybe I'll go over one block and see what's happening. There's like some pretty big equipment doing something over there. I'm not sure what. So let's find out, shall we? In the alley or on the street? I think they're in the alley here. Yeah, there they are. Oh, it's concrete of some sort. Pouring something, I guess. Well, maybe if we go on around up here, I can see what it is. Down Athol here. There's clearly some sort of work going on, building a new house maybe. Oh, looks like they tore one down. Is that what I'm seeing? I can't remember what was here. Was it an empty lot? No, there's definitely something has been torn down. I would say its demolition has been going on here. That's pretty deep for a basement. That's clearly what they're doing, though, is pouring a basement. And here's what's left of whatever house was there before. Interesting. Well, to me anyway, maybe not to you. Here's the floodway. It's not really a floodway because there's a dike, but now the question is, can I get through here easily without traipsing through too much snow? There's somebody coming toward me. Oh, maybe this way works. Yeah, this works. There's a path here. Even a bit of one going this way. Shall we take this one? Let's go this way. It's not a real path. It's just been beaten down by people walking on it. Have to duck under this tree, though. This is a entirely man-made path. There's not a track here usually. Or if there is, it's the same thing. There certainly isn't a paved path here usually. The dike is right there and the creek on the other side of it. I'll see that in a minute. Once we get up that far. Maybe there's some sort of path here in the summertime, but it's not a formal path. All right, here's the dike, so I can fulfill my Saturday tradition of walking along the creek for at least a little bit. Elphinstone Street Bridge up there. There's the creek. Finally. Thoroughly frozen, of course. Will be for months yet. 2 months for sure. Probably 3, maybe 4 before it really lets go. Depending on the weather, if we suddenly get a really, really warm spring, then it could melt as early as March. Nah, it'll be April at the earliest. It's pretty thick, that ice, so it takes a lot of heat to melt it. Okay, now we're in Elphinstone. Oh. That's where we normally walk on Mondays, but not this specific Monday. And there's the creek. We should be alongside it for the rest of this walk now, if I do what I'm thinking I'm doing. So one thing I did over the weekend was design the cover for the first book that's coming out from In the Sky Books, my new hybrid publishing arm. It's just a little poetry book called Wounded Hearts Take a Chance. Very brief. It's only going to be about 34 or 35 pages, I think, in print. Little poetry book. But the author liked my edits and the cover, so we're off and running. I may very well have it out in a couple of weeks. It'd be nice to have the first one out from In the Sky Books. Then I've got another one I'm considering, we'll probably be taking. And other hints if, are you interested in this sort of thing? Are you interested in that sort of thing? And, yeah. Still a ways from anything happening on the ball diamonds, that's for sure. How long to here? 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll walk all the way to Albert Street along here and then come back. Just stretch it out that little bit extra this afternoon. Sun's getting brighter all the time. Might turn sunny here. I think that's blue sky over there, not just clouds. So I think there is blue sky coming. So we might get full sunshine before I finish the walk. No lovely hoarfrost today, though. Oh, other news. My latest novel for Daw, The Tangled Stars, won a minor award over the weekend. Named the Sci-Fi Book of the Year by Scribblesworth Book Reviews, which is nice. Not exactly the Hugo, but you need a little bit of recognition is nice. And Daw Books retweeted it, which was also nice. It's the publisher. And a couple of short stories from the latest anthology I kickstarted, Shapers of Worlds Volume 3, were named to the recommended reading list of Tangent Online, which is a major short fiction review site. James Morrow's book, And the Walls Came Tumbling Down, our short story, and David Ebenbach's short story, Limbo, were both named to that recommended reading list. Unfortunately, my own short story was not, but oh well. I still like it. It's called The Thing in the Play. The Things in the Play. Of course, is a play on Shakespeare. The play's The Thing. A bell would have been nice. Although you can hear them better on snow than you can on pavement in the summertime. I saw a meme. It's a cyclist looking at one of those CAPTCHA things where you have to identify the squares with traffic lights in them, and he was unable to do so. You could do that with stop signs too. Waterfall Park over there. No, waterfall, of course. Now, normally, when I get up to the footbridge, I would cross over, but today I will go on down further through Rotary Park and then cross the Albert Street Bridge to get back over to the side where my house is and where I will, of course, conclude my adventures. Getting brighter all the time. It's getting brighter all the time. Here comes the sun. I guess that'd be the more appropriate Beatles song. Hi. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Do 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 do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't want to sing any more. The Beatles estate will be putting a copyright hit on me. It's not really an estate. Two of them are still alive, but whoever controls their music. Over there is where the tobogganing happens a lot around here. Don't think there's anybody there right now because it's a school day. There's the footbridge, but we will not cross it this time. That's Regina Avenue there. If you go to the right, you'd come into the airport in about 5 minutes, where I will be on Tuesday morning very early. Catch a flight to Vancouver and then up a flight to Seattle, and then I'm there until the Saturday when I come back. Getting back very technically, I think it's late in the morning on Sunday, or early in the morning, on Sunday when I finally get back. And that's assuming Air Canada doesn't screw things up and strand me somewhere. I don't have any checked luggage, so at least that's one thing I don't have to worry about. It's just me and whatever the flights are doing. Hopefully they're running on time. Probably they won't be. Of course, I got to cross the border too, which always adds time. So up here, this turns into Rotary Park once you get past the houses over here, with their nice view of the creek. And down there is a homemade skating area where they swept the snow off so they can skate. Hasn't been swept off recently, it looks like. Also, I think it's got water. Is that water standing on it? Maybe not. I wouldn't have thought it was that warm, even though it was warm yesterday. Anyway, that's why there's a bit of bare snow down there, bare ice, I mean. It's actually quite a bit of it. It just hasn't been swept recently. It's like a whole path, it looks like, along here. Here's Rotary Park we're coming into now. At least I think that's why there's bare snow there. Bare ice. I don't know why else there would be. If I were going to cross the Iko, I could cross right here, walk right across and climb up the other side, theoretically. Probably pretty slippery, though. Not sure I want to try that. Pretty steep on the other side and looks slippery, and I would not have both hands. So, also, I'm not trying to make this shorter, I'm trying to make it longer. So there's another little berm over there, which is an extra layer of flood protection, because I have seen this whole part flooded in the springtime, but that berm stops it. And there's openings in it, but you sandbag those, and then it protects the houses on the other side. So yes, in the spring, the water will come right up to the banks and possibly overflow over here. And it did it on the other side back in the 70s. Big flood that went several blocks up towards our house, although our house is far enough up it wasn't flooded at the time. It wasn't our house at the time either, it was my wife's grandparents' house. So that's when I think the big dike was built, you know, in the spirit of closing the barn door after the horses escaped. There's a dog, not the first. Oh, there's another patch of skating ice for sure. There's also a bit of a, maybe they use it for tobogganing, those little slopes, paths down the dike. Once you hit the ice, you go all the way across though. Here's the Albert Street Bridge coming up. We'll get a look at what's the spillway in the summertime from the dam that makes the lake. The dammed lake. And we're going to those stairs over there. Go up onto the bridge and cross over. So yeah, in the spring and summer, this is a spillway. There's usually geese and pelicans and things. Pelicans hang out there hoping to get fish coming out of the lake, I think. I don't know why the geese like to hang out there. No water visibly flowing at the moment. A little bit back at Rotary Park. Okay, now we'll go up onto the Albert Street Bridge. Of course, the main part of the lake is right over there. The legislative building over there. Can't see it behind the trees. Turn north here. It's been said that the Albert Street Bridge is the longest bridge over the shortest body of water, but our narrowest body of water it should be. But I don't know if that's true or not. It is a long bridge for a very small watery portion, which is right here. See the bison and the little terracotta plaques there. And there we go. There's the creek. Have a look at it. Just to prove that I did indeed walk along the creek. Here you get the Saskatchewan coat of arms. Okay. Nice lamp posts, a little bit of color in them, and these terracotta balustrade here. And that's the Saskatchewan flag flying up there. Provincial flag. That's all that's flying now. They change the flags depending on what's going on. So in July, it's called Canadian flags for Canada Day, that sort of thing. Union Jacks sometimes. I think when, for the Queen's Jubilee, they had Union Jacks. And now we're back to my usual last couple of blocks home. Tomorrow will be a walk downtown and back because I have to go down anyway. And Wednesday probably will be as well because, again, I have to go down on Wednesday. So a bit repetitious, I know. Thursday, I don't imagine I will be walking anywhere because of the prep work for the colonoscopy. Oh well, I'll lose some weight, that's for sure. Usually get it right back, but you certainly lose some while you're getting ready for it. And then it's the weekend. And before you know it, it's Tuesday and I'm off to Seattle, so I should try to walk over the weekend, just to make up for not walking at least one day over the weekend. I used to do both days. I used to do every day, but I've fallen off that pattern a bit just because I seem to be busier than ever. And that hour I begrudge it, but the exercise is important too, so all a matter of trying to balance everything, and I don't think I quite have a handle on it yet. I need to make a daily schedule and stick to it, like walking and writing in the morning, publishing stuff in the afternoon might be the way to do it. Because if I get 2 or 3 hours in writing, I can be quite productive. Right now I'm not getting any in to speak of, and that's a problem. Since I am primarily a writer, the publishing is supposedly a sideline, but it's extremely time consuming. Not to mention the audiobooks I'd like to record and everything else. Oh, yes, and I need to send money to Sask Expo in Saskatoon. They've approved me again to be an exhibitor. That's coming up at the beginning of May. Might go up for the Saskatchewan Libraries Association meeting too. Last year I had a Shadowpaw Press booth at their AGM, and they're hosting the book awards, so we'll wait and see. But if by any chance I'm shortlisted, or one of my books I published is, it'd be nice to be up there for the Saskatchewan Libraries Association, because they're hosting the awards gala this year. First time it's been in person for a while, so if I'm shortlisted, that would probably swing me towards making the effort to be up there a couple of more days. I do still have some free rooms available at Marriott hotels, so let's see. And I think I pick up points on this trip to Seattle, which will help as well. Anyway, just musing out loud as we approach home, or as I approach home. I don't know where you are, but I am here in Regina, Saskatchewan, completing today's walk. I think I will make more coffee when I get in. I've become quite the coffee imbiber after not drinking it at all for many, many years. I've become quite attached to it. Okay, there we are. That'll do. Thank you so much for walking with me, either live or watching the recording. Remember, you can subscribe on YouTube. I'm pushing 700 subscribers. If I get to 1,000, they start sending me very small amounts of money. So it'd be nice to get there. Okay, that's it for today. Bye for now.